Okay, so for a pretty long time now, I was on the side on either to make a video on this game or not. At first, when it was revealed almost 5 years ago at the time of this video, it looked really cool and had some really unique gameplay features, and also some really impressive environments, and overall an interesting premise. But over the years, if your game hasn't even released, and it's been more than 4 years since the announcement, well, your game is either not going to be what you wanted because it was too ambitious, or you announced that game way too early, like so many game developers do these days. Over the years, Witchfire, the game that you're seeing here, started to look more and more generic. Well, that is in my opinion, but I also do feel like a lot of people felt the same. The support for Witchfire was less prominent, and the like/dislike counter were starting to look the same, because some people, I think, were really just not impressed with what Witchfire was all about. But thanks to the brand new details and new gameplay that we've just had, I think this is about to change, because Witchfire's premise just completely changed. So let's get into it. This game is not an arena style shooter anymore, where you just shoot different enemies and go on to a new location and do the same thing. Now Witchfire is gonna be a massive semi-open world game where absolutely everything has been upgraded, and also the way the player experiences the world. It is said now we will be able to truly be immersed in a dark witch hunting experience where you're not just fighting waves of enemies, but progressing through a greedy world and uncovering its secrets. Here's what the developers told us. The way the player experiences the world has changed significantly. We've upgraded combat and exploration from arena style to semi-open world style, and that took time. Originally, Witchfire offered us these vast regions to play through in a specific, very roguelite way. You enter an area, fight some monsters, and then have a choice. Take this reward and go left, or take that reward and go right. Players will now be able to tackle the game in almost any order that they want, presumably indicating a change from a Doom-style arena-based combat to the more open style of something like Fallout 4. The feature is now 95% implemented and is the big thing that the developers are working on right now. It drastically changes the experience and makes for something more exciting, rather than just shooting monsters on and on. They said it is kind of hard for them to imagine the player did not have that freedom before. In this game now, you can still be trapped by the witch in this or that spot, and some doors will be closed until you find a key, and it might be too dangerous to enter areas closer to the boss before you are ready, but the world is now wide open for you to explore in almost any order, and you can both push forward and retreat as you please, and go to different directions to discover the gameplay story in new ways. As the game story says, you are desperate for a chance to triumph in the deadly war against witches. The church calls on a forbidden pagan magic to turn willing sinners into immortal witch hunters called prayers. Armed with powerful spells and fearsome firearms conjured by the best Vatican sorcerers, your mission is to find the infamous Witch of the Black Sea, destroy the phantom army that protects her, and retrieve a mysterious artifact that can finally turn the tide of war. Witchfire is now coming in early 2023 and is an extremely long time coming. Just stop delaying your games or announcing it too early, please. Make sure you guys support this video for more gaming news, and of course subscribe.